Welcome, future industry titans and visionary entrepreneurs. You are watching the definitive guide to the AQA AS-Level Business course, Specification 7131, for your 2026 and 2027 exams, 2026 AS and A-Level exams, and 2027 A-Level exams. Whether you are aiming to build the next global unicorn or simply want to understand the logic behind why a viral TikTok hoodie costs 80 pounds, you come to the right place. I am here to take you from the square one to the A star territory. Even if you didn't take business at GCSE or GCSE economics, don't sweat it. We are going to learn the ropes together, starting now. If you have any questions, comment down and I will reply you. Below, you can also find my email ID, LinkedIn, and academic page of Instagram handles. If you would like to connect for any questions, discussions, or one on one tutoring or mentoring, you are most welcome to message me. As I said before, even if you haven't done GCSE business or GCSE economics, it's still fine. AS level business is very easy. If you ever find this difficult while I teach a chapter, you are most welcome to unsubscribe or give me a feedback on LinkedIn or on YouTube here in the comment section telling me where I could improve or how you would want to approach it differently. So it will be very easy. We have 1 year, close to 50 weeks. If we remove the holidays, 40 weeks, we have just 24 chapters. Even if we learn one chapter a week, we will still be left out with 15 weeks for revision and just chilling out. So you don't have to give your 100%. You know that, right? You can just give your 60% or 70% or somewhere in the middle and just take it slow, enjoy, and relish and cherish this experience of learning business for the first time. So, who am I? Before we get down to business, allow me to introduce myself. I'll be your strategic advisor on this journey. I don't just teach business, I wish you enjoy business. I wish you cherish and relish business. My mission is to transform complex corporate jargon into actionable insights that stick with you. I've seen students go from treading water in their mocks to hitting it out of the park in the final exams. And I'm here to make sure you do the same. Think of me not as a lecturer or as a teacher, but more as a mentor or that friend who sits beside you 5 minutes before the exam and tries to demystify things. Why am I using a difficult word like demystify? I mean simplify things for you. That's how I'm going to approach it. As simple as possible. AS versus A-level business. See, the textbook I'm using is this from Malcolm Surridge and Andrew Gillespie of Harder Education. This has 42 chapters, out of which 24 chapters would be in AS business. Understood? And the remaining chapters, along with the first 24 chapters, means all 42 chapters will be in A level business. That's so simple, right? So, if we see this page, these are the chapters. So, Unit 1 to Unit 6 will be your AS Year 12 of AQA A level or AS business, AS. Whereas Unit 1 to 10, all chapters from chapter 1 to chapter 42 would be in your year 13 A level business. That's ideally how you could approach it. And that is how we are approaching it. Even if you're writing AS or A level, still you have to learn the first 6 units. But if you're doing only AS and not A level business, then we have to do only till Unit 6 and Unit 7, 8, 9, 10 won't come into your radar. So let me explain you what exactly you would be learning in these units. So let's clarify the roadmap. The AQA specification is co-teachable, which is a win-win for us. This year we focus on the AS level, which is 7131 specification, which covers Unit 1 through Unit 6. These are the foundations. The engine of any business are simply marketing, operations, finance, and human resource management. Next year, for those continuing to A level, we will tackle Unit 7 to 10, exploring global strategy, competition, change management, thinking and executing strategies, and also about how to deal with competition, how to deal with technology in business, globalization, mainly about the macro level things that come into the business, the external factors that affect your business beyond just the fundamentals, which is the mostly the strategic side of things. If you have to keep it in one sentence, year 12, which is your first year of business, would be AS, which is mainly these units, these 6 units that focus on marketing, operations, finance, and HR. But to understand this unit 3 to unit 6, you have to understand what is business and what is management and what is the origin and purpose of management. How do different leaderships approach this? And when we say leaders, who are they? The shareholders and the management board of directors. How does each of them have different power and different influence on what's happening in the functions, which are marketing, operations, finance, and HR? That's how we're going to approach it. So, in this year, we are going to learn the first 6 units, Unit 1 to Unit 6. We'll be starting with Unit 1, Chapter 1 in the next video. But before that, let me explain you what exactly would be your exam structure. So, our syllabus is divided into 6 core subject areas. We are discussing the internal plumbing of business, marketing, operations, finance, and HR in this year. And all that syllabus will be covered in paper 1 and also in paper 2. If you see the examination structure in detail, it says that paper 1 has all the 6 units, paper 2 also has all the 6 units. So it's not segregated across like half syllabus for first paper and then remaining for second paper. It's not like that. All 6 units, all 24 chapters will come in both the papers. So first paper you would be writing would be for 90 minutes, 1.5 hour, and it has 80 marks and has 50% because second paper is also same, 1.5 hours and also 80 marks. Where the first paper will have 10 multiple choice questions like A, B, C, D questions, where you choose one of the correct options, and then you'll have short answer questions, and then you have two data response questions. This covers all 6 units. And second paper also same, 6 units, but the pattern would be different. Here you won't be discussed on the theory upfront. Instead, you would be given a case study, usually around 2 to 3 pages long. And do not worry about the size. 3 pages is very small because in A level business, in paper 3, there you will get close to 8 pages case study. So 3 pages case study or 2 pages case study is very simple. And it's going to be just the units you learned about. So it has 7 questions. So usually the first question could be about 4 marks and it gradually increases to a 20 marks question in the end. So there will be 7 questions ranging between 4 marks, 6 marks, 9 marks, 16 marks, and 20 marks, usually this range. And you could also find a 12 marks question. And I will tell you how to approach each of these questions in the coming minutes. So the first unit in this year, what is business? The foundation of business is the groundwork. We explore why businesses even exist. Hint, it's not just about the money. We look at the different forms from sole traders working in their bedrooms to massive PLCs traded on the stock exchange. We also tackle the external environment coming from the outside, the influence, to internal environment, the things happening within the business that impact you. No business is an island. No business is isolated. They are all buffeted by the choppy waters of the economy, interest rates, and shifting social trends like tretonomics, the Gen Z habit of buying small luxuries to stay sane in the wild world. And next, in Unit 2, we'll be learning about managers, leadership, and decision making. So, in this unit, is all about the drivers at the wheel. We look at the difference between a manager who keeps things organized and a leader who inspires the vision. And we'll also understand what is a vision and what is a mission. You learn about leadership styles from the autocratic boss who says it's my way or the highway, you should be doing it this way or you can go away from that way. So that is autocratic. And also you get a democratic leader who wants the whole team on the same page, who listens to you, who takes your feedback and then gets the work done. We also introduce decision trees, a mathematical tool that helps you stay cool as a cucumber when making high stakes corporate gambles. And would you rather work for an autocratic boss who gives clear, fast orders but no freedom, or a laissez faire? So, these kind of things might be again coming into your perspective. In the third unit, is the most fun unit where you will get to explore the creative side of business, the advertising, the communications, the brand, the logos, and you check the pulse of the customer, the pricing, the product, the place, and also when we talk about pricing, price penetration, price skimming, how Netflix does it, how Domino's does it, how Starbucks does it, how Coca-Cola does it, how Google and Amazon and IBM are competing in the tech world since ages. So we'll understand this market side of things, and we will understand that marketing is not only about advertising. It's about market research, it's about market penetration, it's about market development, and lot more things, and mainly understanding the 7 P's of marketing mix. We'll analyze why a Gen Z shopper in 2026 expects a response on TikTok in just 1.1 hours, while they're okay with waiting 4.2 hours on Amazon. It's about the customer journey and brand trust, but if it's about getting a food delivery from Glovo or Uber Eats, we don't even wait for 30 minutes. If you don't move the needle on engagement today, you're just barking on the wrong tree. And now we come to the fourth unit. It's all about speed, flexibility, and quality excellence. This is the engine room. Marketing made a promise, but operations fulfills the promise. This is how you actually make the stuff efficiently. We talk about productivity, lean production, and quality. This is also where the 2026 spec gets real about sustainability and ESG. We look at Patagonia, whose 2025 impact report bluntly states nothing we do is sustainable. They're radically transparent. And we'll explore how they balance profit with saving the home planet. We will understand methodologies like Kaizen, Kanban, and just in time models of how the leadership of biggest companies are using the best operational excellence technologies and tools. We'll understand all of these things, how a raw material gets transformed into a complete output, and how the complete output gets delivered to your doorsteps within no time without any errors. We'll understand that. And then in Unit 5, here we come. We are done with the creative side of business, which is marketing, and the analytical side of business, which is operations. And now we come to the financial side of business, the mathematical, little bit of mathematics, not much. You don't even have to remember many formulas. If mathematics scares you, finance is not mathematics. Finance is just about understanding how much money am I putting into it, how much money am I getting, what is the cash inflow, what is the cash outflow, and what is the profit I'm getting out of in the end. So, keeping things as simple as possible, Unit 5 is about budgets, break even, and cash flow. We learn the number one rule of business: profit is sanity, cash is king. You can be profitable on paper, but can still go bankrupt if your bank account is empty. We learn how to get your ducks in a row. We learn how to get your ducks in a row financially, so your business stays afloat even during a slow season. Here is one question for you. If you sell 100 cups of coffee at 3 euros each, but your rent is 400 euros and your beans cost zero point 0.5 euros per cup, are you in the black or in the red? Do the quick math and comment your answer below. No cheating. Also, if you haven't already, share this video to your class WhatsApp group and let's make sure the whole cohort hits the ground running this year. And also, I hope you subscribe to this channel. Let's go to the next. Unit 6, the final unit. Until now, you understood everything. What is managers? What is decisions? What is leadership? What is a business? Then we came to what is marketing? What is finance? What is operations? And the last we do is what is human resource? So, human resource is a lot more than just hiring people. It's about treating people the right way. Soft HRM and hard HRM. What exactly are they? Very easy stuff. And also, how do we ensure a HR contributes to the business and the morale at the same time? How do we motivate, organize, design, and why a high labor turnover is a disaster? We'll even look at the creator economy, like how Mr. Beast acquired the banking app Step in February 2026 to drive financial literacy among his fans. It proves that in 2026, HR and community building are the same power play. Now let's understand the four exam skill sets. To score high marks, you must demonstrate mastery of the assessment objectives. So, the whole point of AQA AS or A level business trying to understand about you is what is your knowledge, how do you apply that knowledge, after you apply from a case study context, how do you analyze that knowledge, explaining how and why one event leads to another event. If simply analysis means explaining how and why one event leads to another. If Donald Trump imposes tariffs, how is it affecting India, China, Europe, and others? If your country, the finance minister announces a budget, how is it affecting so and so called stakeholders? How does the EU free trade deal with India affects the import and export of luxury goods between those two countries? And we have to evaluate finally, is this good for China or USA? Is this good for India or France? So making a final judgment based on the evidence provided. Should Tesla do this? Should BMW do that? Should L'Oreal and Louis Vuitton do some partnership for marketing? So these kind of questions is what you get, and how you use the knowledge from the chapters and how you apply it and analyze it and evaluate with the final judgment is all the questions you will be asked in the exam. So finally, what kind of questions can you expect in AS business using your knowledge, application, analysis, and evaluation? First is MCQ, given a question and you have to answer by choosing one of the four options. A, B, C, D. Fast-paced recall of unit 1 to 6 facts is how you could revise for that. And second, you'll get short answer questions of 2 to 6 marks, a 2, 3, 4, or 5 or 6 marks, precise definitions and simple logic. And then you will get a 9 marks question where you will use the previous application analysis skill set you built to analyze of charts and graphs, whereas the last 16 marks to 20 marks essay questions will test all four: knowledge, application, analysis, mainly evaluation, full strategic evaluation of a case study problem. This is something you would come with a final judgment in the answers where you introduce the problem, then you tell your solutions on both sides of the argument, and then you come to a solution that because so and so happened, I believe this is best decision to make. So this is where you act as a business person, what decision you would make. So your journey starts here. Prepare for a dynamic career in business with AQA 7131. Please like, subscribe, and prepare for Unit 1. In the coming videos, I'll be explaining you one chapter after another. If you see these chapters, I'll be starting with the first chapter, and you will be expecting 42 videos from me explaining each chapter for around 30 to 40 minutes each. Hope we all stay in touch. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. And in the description of the video, you'll see my social media handles like Instagram, LinkedIn, and Gmail. So if you want to discuss about anything, feel free to do that. Thank you so much. Learning and enjoying your high school life.